When it comes to starting and running a business, there's a lot of things that are involved. What are the most important? You're about to find out on this episode of At What Up Jeremy. Hey guys, what's up? Jeremy Montoya, back again today, this week, with another episode of At What Up Jeremy, the show where I answer your questions, I pose questions, or we expound questions together in our journey to living the dream and making a profitable living. When it comes to having a business, though, there are many different parts that are important. And if you are a business owner, then I'm sure you're shaking your head right now and you can know and can relate. And if you aren't, and it's something you have considered before or are considering, then this video will help you to really sort through where to focus your time and energy and to really maybe sort through what's important and what's not. If being an entrepreneur and a business owner has taught me anything, is that you really have to be able to navigate the flow of opportunity, to maintain your composure, to not create a mess, and to, preserve your relationships and do all those things. The first most important thing to owning and running a business is you have to have mental strength. There are almost no stronger people that I know of, unless they've been through some sort of, violent issue or some sort of traumatic issue, war, those sort of things, that are mentally more strong than an entrepreneur or a business owner who's been in it for a few years. You see, there are a lot of painful things that we as business owners subject ourselves to. We subject ourselves to leaving a 9 to 5 most often to work 9 to 9. We go to bed every single day, even on our most productive days, with a whole pile of work ready for us tomorrow. And no matter how much our most productive day is, we have a huge pile of work left there still for us. We do this. We go through all of these things, and starting a business and the pain and the effort of failure and all those things inside of it, we do that in effort to become free, to have true freedom, and to be able to make the decisions in our life with what we're going to wear, when we're going to wake up, where we're going to go, what we're going to do. And sometimes that can take sacrificing 1 month, or that can take sacrificing 10 to 20 years. Every entrepreneur's journey is kind of their own, but you really have to be mentally strong, because the world is going to throw you curveball after curveball, and every single day is filled with decisions. Unlike when you go to a job, they tell you when you got to be there, they tell you what to wear, they tell you when to go to the bathroom. All you kind of have to decide is to show up or not. And that's simplifying a little bit, but it's kind of the truth. And so as a business owner, you have to make all of these decisions all day long. And so it becomes one of these mentally challenging workouts, because what ends up happening for most as they work through it is they create systems and processes to minimize the amount of decisions they need to make. They might create a checklist. They might hire somebody to do something else. They might really want to navigate themselves into a situation where they really enjoy it, because they can use their mental strength there, and it gives them more energy to keep on going versus doing everything in a business, which we as entrepreneurs kind of have to do when we're just getting started. If you are someone who struggles to take hard advice from people, if you're someone that struggles with decision making, and you're somebody who really struggles with thoughts of what other people are thinking, entrepreneurship is going to be a very hard road, because you're going to have to develop a lot of mental strength that's just needed in the real world now for this, extracurricular thing called a business. If you are someone, though, who is good at taking criticism, who's good at leading, who can, not take things personally, who cannot act dramatic when the drama happens, well, those things are all big signs of mental strength and really big signs that you might be a good entrepreneur. Now, the second thing, if mental toughness is strong, what's the thing that I see take most people out of entrepreneurship, of their business and their journey to freedom or in freedom? That is consistency. Because you got to keep on showing up. And even as you get success as a business owner, it can be easy to turn that ambition down. It can be easy to get comfortable and cozy. It can be really, really easy and a slippery slope. And so you have to really find a way outside of money and outside of the business that keeps you inspired to stay in it. And for everyone, that's different. But you do have to be consistent, and you do have to continue to show up. These are all muscles we work on whether we're entrepreneurs or not. And if we do want to be entrepreneurs and successful entrepreneurs, standout entrepreneurs, then we really do have to focus on our mental toughness, and we do have to focus on our consistency, because the way you do anything is the way you do everything. If you have other habits in your life where you're showing up daily and you're consistent, those are probably areas of your life where you're thriving. In the areas that aren't, maybe it's finance, maybe it's health and working out, maybe it's your diet, maybe it is your money, maybe it is, time with family. Every day that goes by you don't work on those things is not a day where you stand still. It's a day where you go back. And so you have to keep going forward. The only way to do that is to cross off the X on that day and to show up. Is to show up and continue stepping up to the plate and taking bats, even though you struck out 15 times in a row, because it only takes one time in that consistency to have a major breakthrough or set yourself up for one. Hey, if you liked this video, then I want to know, leave a comment below. Are you an entrepreneur or are you considering it? Are these things that you've thought through as an entrepreneur? Or better yet, if you are one, what do you think are the 1, 2, or 3 things that are the most important for others to consider if they want to be or continue to be an entrepreneur? Please leave that below. I'm sure people will get a lot of value out of that. Hey, if you like this, then you need to get on the inside. So head to whatupjeremy.com/subscribe. This is where I notify and give away things weekly like one-on-one mentoring calls, best self journals, other tools and resources for you to help you in your journey to living the dream, and where I share things exclusively only for my email list and sometimes before I publish it anywhere else. So I put a lot of stuff out online and some of it goes exclusively over to my email subscribers. So if you're subscribed there, thank you so much. You mean the world to me, and I would love to have you over there to be a personal friend in the community and over on the email list. Wherever you're watching this, leave a thumbs up or a heart. Be sure to follow or subscribe. That way you can surround yourself and immerse yourself with things that will help you to live the dream, to have health, wealth, happiness, and the time to all enjoy it. All things that we're after in our journey for freedom. Thanks so much for watching this video. I'll be back tomorrow with another video as always, and back next week with another episode of What Up Jeremy. Thanks so much for watching. Cheers.